Today we're going to make this faux alligator purse. To make this cute little purse, you're going to need to cut out 3 pieces with your top note die. You're going to need to cut out a base, which is going to be the box for your project. The base is 6 inches by 5.5. The 5.5 inch side, you're going to score it 1 inch in from each side. And on the 6 inch side, you're going to score it at 2.5 and 3.5. You're going to take these 2 pieces and you're going to cut after 2 3/4 inches. So these pieces here are 2 3/4 inches. On the 3rd top note, you are going to score at 3/4 of an inch and at 1 3/4. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to put Versamark all over these top note pieces. I usually do that by taking a piece of paper and spreading these out, and I take my Versamark and I stamp upside down on each piece, because what you're going to do is you're going to dip this in clear embossing powder. Okay? So you've got the Versamark on, and then I have a container that already has my clear stuff in it. I just put the paper in, tap it off, so you do that for all of the pieces. Now typically what you would do is you would use your heat tool. This is the part that makes the faux alligator look. You're going to take a bone folder and use the point of it to make a pattern in here. And you can do any pattern you want. I've done all kinds of different things. You're just drawing a line through that clear embossing powder. And now I want to do one that goes across. And you do the same pattern on all 3 of these. It doesn't take very long. You'll notice when you're doing this also that of course you're moving some of the powder out of the way here. It's forming little piles along those lines that you're drawing. And you're going to want to tap that off before you heat it. Okay, now these are done, and I use my, whatever you call them, tweezers, and I'm going to tap this off. Usually I do it in the garbage can, but I want to tap it off and then heat it. Okay, now you have that faux leather look on all of your pieces, and you're going to set these aside. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be working on the box section. The next thing you're going to do is take your 6 by 5.5 piece of paper and fold on all the score lines. Okay, what you're going to do now, in the section that's the narrow one where you have scored, you are going to cut down to those scored lines. This is going to be the flap for your box. You do it on both sides. Then I'm going to take some tape. Now you can use anything. I used red liner tape. I also am using the score tape because it tears off easily. I'm just going to put it on one of the flaps here. You do want to have something that's a little bit stronger because when this all goes together, you want it to be sturdy enough to hold when people put gift cards or small gifts in it. All you're going to do now is just remove the tape, the top of that tape section, and I fold this small piece in first, the other one up, and then the other one with the tape is last. Same thing on the other side. I fold this small flap in, then the next flap, and then the one with the tape. Okay, that's your box. We're going to continue with the box here. Is I'm going to put the score tape again on the box at the top. This is the wide side. and down at the bottom. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This tape is going to hold the top note pieces that you've cut. It's easier to put it on the box because the top note is going to be wider than the box. So again, you push that down, remove the tape, and you're going to take one of the top note pieces that you've cut. Remember, this is the part you cut. You're going to take that piece and you're going to lay it down, and you notice that I'm taking the part that's going to show. I'm putting it face down, and I'm taking the sticky side and I'm going to lay it right down here, and I'm going to try to center it and then press down. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other side, so I'm going to remove the strip here on the tape. Same thing, I'm going to take my top note that's been cut and I'm going to put it right down here and push down. I put my hand inside to push down. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our top note that we have scored and we are going to fold on those lines. And on the very small edge right here that's going to fold, you're going to put more tape. So you put your score tape here. Take that off. And then what I do is I take this part and lay it down on the table and line the straight edge up. I also take a look at the purse and see, is there a side I like better for the front? If there is, I make that the front, and I lay this straight line down right on the line that I made when I scored this. So now it's basically put together, and what I need to do is add some ribbon, and I need to add a closure to it. Okay, I have a piece of brown ribbon and it is about 10 inches long. I tried to use just regular adhesive for this and I didn't have very good luck. So what I did was I took and put a little bit of this sticky strip on each side. And this is where the ribbon is going to go. It'll sit right on top of that. So you take the paper off, and then what I do is I set the ribbon on top and give it a good push, and then I wrap it around to make sure that the handle is going the same way. It hasn't wrapped itself up or twisted. I put the other piece on the tape again, and now my handle is on. What I want to do next is to add a brad for the closure of this. And so I just go from the middle here up a little bit to accommodate the size of the brad that I have. I'm using the antique brads from Stampin Up. Just put that in and close the closures. Okay, now it's almost done. The last thing we have to do is add some Velcro. What I did also was put the sticky part down right on top of the prongs of the brad so you won't see that. Attach the Velcro to the Velcro. So I'm going to stack it on top of itself. The last thing I'm going to do is line up my purse here, make sure it looks good, and then close my purse and gently push on the brad. Then what I'll do is put my finger under this, hold on to the bottom piece of Velcro and open it, and then push down on that Velcro just to make sure that it sticks. Okay, your purse is finished and now it's ready to be filled with gift cards, candy, money, little gifts, whatever you choose. Thanks for watching.